Hey everyone, welcome to Umang Agrawal's YouTube channel. So today we have with us Madhur Vasisht, who is currently a final year student from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad, and he is currently interning at Amazon as a software development engineer. And he recently cracked a full-time offer at Google for the software engineer role. So today we'll hear from Madhur about his complete journey and experience to cracking Google. So hey Madhur, welcome to my channel. Can you please give a short introduction about yourself?
So, hi everyone. Thank you, Umang, for inviting me to the channel. So, I basically belong to Hathras, UP, and Umang has introduced me pretty well. And I am looking forward to share my journey and experiences with you all, and hoping that it will be helpful to you.
Cool, Madhur. Thank you so much, Madhur, for coming here, first of all. Can you please share about the complete recruitment process for Google? How many rounds were there and how did you apply to Google?
Yeah, so I basically applied for the position of software engineer in the month of August. There was an opening for the same role in July and or August. So I took a referral from someone on LinkedIn and applied directly. So I got the call for the interviews in the month of September, and I basically gave three interview rounds. Two were on the same day, and one was after if I clear the two rounds. So basically, total three interviews were taken, and there was no online coding round or something. Direct interviews were taken.
Okay, okay. Great, Madhur. So, can you please kind of give a detailed overview of the complete topics and the kind of things focused upon in the interview rounds? So, how there were three total rounds. So, can you please elaborate on that? Like, what are the topics that you're focused on?
Yeah, sure. So basically, all of the three rounds were completely based on DSA. I wasn't asked any question about my projects or any development part that I have done,
Okay,
and the three rounds were all of them were about from 45 minutes to 60 minutes round. And basically, totally, I was asked five questions: two in the first interview, two in the second, and finally one question in the last interview. So, and the questions level was from medium to hard. There was no easy question. And if you talk about the details of the question, then the questions are basically more focused on the those people those do CP part. They might know the questions pretty well because
okay.
those questions were not direct. Like as you can see in many of the popular sheets, like you have questions on GFG, you have questions on Strivers
Mhm.
SD sheet. So you will not see those questions directly in any of the sheet, but these questions were very twisted, and but basically they were most of them were based on graphs,
Okay.
arrays, binary search, and one question was based on trie data structure.
Great, Madhur. So, what do you think? What was the difficulty level of those questions?
So difficulty was medium to hard. Like one question was very hard for me. The one that was solved using the trie data structure. It was quite a hard problem for me to solve, and the other ones also were medium to hard level.
Great, Madhur. So, can you please share your complete journey and your preparation strategy? How did you prepare for Google, and how did you what resources did you follow during your college times?
Yeah, so basically, I was into coding from my second year or the ending of the first year. I basically took a course from some site about competitive programming. So I wasn't able to complete that course, but eventually, gradually, I built interest in coding and computer science as a field. So then I basically kept doing coding and also worked on Android development. I was also a part of software development center of my college where I worked on Android as an Android developer, and that also helped me to like dive deeper into this field, dive deeper into coding, and uh, get get more involved in it. So after that, in the third year, from the third year, basically I was totally involved in competitive programming. I kept giving contests on Code Forces, Code Chef, kept solving problems on Geeks for Geeks, Lead Code, every site. So, and more often I loved competitive programming very much. I didn't do Geeks for Geeks or Lead Code as much as I did Code Forces that time, and that I think was very helpful for me because like the kind of questions you find on Code Forces are really awesome. Like if you choose any topic that you are not very much aware of, and you solve questions on Code Forces, then you can be very good at it. Especially you can use the rating tags for
Correct,
that
correct.
question to solve the questions gradually by according to your knowledge or skill. And apart from that, I will also I also prepared from the sheets, the popular sheets that are out there. Like if you can see that there are popular sheets like Geeks for Geeks top product based company sheet, something
Hmm.
I don't know the exact name of that sheet. It is for preparing for the top product based companies. And another one very helpful resource is the Stivers SD sheet that many of us prepare for the interview rounds. So these basically contains the very classical and very crisp question that you must be able to solve, because those questions are something like that will help you build your problem solving skills very much.
Correct, correct.
So I will recommend everyone to solve those sheets first, and apart from this, uh, keep solving as much questions as you can, and a very wide variety of topics and questions is required.
Great, Madhur. Thank you so much for the insights on this. And what about the other computer fundamental subjects like DBMS, OOPS, and OS? Aren't they asked in the interviews?
No, definitely depends upon company to company, I would say. Like in Google also, it may depend upon the interviewer that he may ask you any question related to operating system or DBMS. I wasn't asked. That's my
Okay.
case, but it doesn't mean that everyone will not be asked. But
Hmm.
definitely, basically these three subjects, the operating system, DBMS, and computer network, these are very much important, and everyone should at least have a basic understanding of all of these, because in every interview will be asked. Apart from Google, in every interview that I have given, I am asked some of the questions from at least one of these subjects. So I won't say that these are like something that you should ignore. You should definitely follow any good resource if you haven't done so, and prepare at least to that level that if someone asks some basic questions or someone asks a very like a niche kind of question, then you can easily answer that.
All right, Madhu. Great to know that. And any general advice you want to give to the students who are applying to Google or who wants to get placed at Google?
So, in general, if you talk about Google or like any other big tech product based company, then any general advice is that what these companies are looking for is your problem solving abilities.
Correct.
Uh, like you should try not to follow anyone. Like let he or she is doing something, he or she is trying, he or she is doing competitive programming, he or she is doing working on some development, any of the trending technology, then I must follow him or her blindly because he cracked Google or he did something. You just you just learn from the experiences. Like this is my experience that I did competitive programming. Someone might be having some other experience, he might not have done competitive programming that much and still have cracked Google. So there are thousands of possibilities for everything. So any general advice is this, that follow your passion. Like whatever you want, whatever you feel like doing, whatever you find interest in doing, you should do that only. You should not like blindly follow anyone. And that's it, I would say. That will definitely lead you towards success.
You have covered a very good point, Madhu. So thank you for covering it actually. And we see today that if someone is placed at Google, so like students simply follow what that person like that person has done. So that is not correct at all from my point of view as well. You should try, like everyone has their own arena, I will say. So maybe that worked for him or her, but maybe that will not work for you. So it totally depends upon what do you like. Maybe you like doing solving problems on code forces and someone else likes solving problems on code like code chef and all. So it totally depends upon you, yeah. So you can choose any platform, but the core thing is that you should have the skills that is required, and that Madhur has already covered, that they are data success algorithms, the computer fundamentals, and at least I'll say one project in your resume. Yeah. So thank you so much, Madhur, and any ending words for your audience?
Like any ending words, never just never just feel very low that you stop preparing at any point, I would say. Like in your placement journey, like maybe those students who are in the third year or whose placement seasons are going to start, there are times that you may feel that okay, this is not something my cup of tea. I won't do it anyhow. I will choose some other field. But just look at the effort that you have put in for such a long time, and like there might be some instances that you must be losing everything. Like if I remember my case, then in the very initial stage, I wasn't able to crack the power programmer role for Infosys, and for once for once it was a very big dream for me. Like I would be a power programmer at Infosys. And if you see the Infosys test nowadays also, that it is very
Mm-hmm.
super hard kind of,
Correct.
if you must have heard about it. So at that point of time, I also thought that okay, like things are not right. Maybe I haven't prepared well. Maybe I have wasted my lot of time. Although if from the second year and up till the fourth year, I have given all of my time to coding. So there might be those kind of times, but it doesn't mean that everything will remain the same forever. कभी तो सूरज निकलेगा ना.
Mm.
This is something that I always remember, that कभी तो सूरज निकलेगा ना. Like जितनी बार ऐसा हुआ है कि कोड फोर्सेस पे मेरे कॉन्टेस्ट अच्छे नहीं गए, या कुछ भी हुआ है, मतलब कोई भी कंपनी का टेस्ट अच्छा नहीं गया, कोई इंटरव्यू अच्छा नहीं गया, तो हमेशा बस एक चीज यही मैं सबको सजेस्ट करूंगा कि दिमाग में रखे कि कभी तो कुछ अच्छा होगा. जस्ट बिलीव
Mm-hmm.
दैट यू हैव डन लॉट ऑफ प्रिपरेशन, यू हैव पुट योर एफर्ट. अगर तुमने पूरा एफर्ट दिया है, अगर तुम्हारा मन इस चीज से खुश है कि हाँ मैंने पूरा एफर्ट दिया है, मेरी कोई गलती नहीं है, तो फिर कभी कभी ना कभी तो यू विल बी सक्सेसफुल.
Correct, Madhu. सही बात है यार. Maybe we are living at some certain point where that is the last try which you need actually. तो हो सकता है हम ऐसी जगह पे चीजों को छोड़ रहे हूँ जिसके बाद सब चीज बदलने वाला है. तो at always you should keep trying यार. Maybe keep that last effort is all needed for being successful. Thank you so much, Madhu, for coming here and sharing this insightful journey and experience of yours. So anyone who wants to connect to Madhur can simply connect through his LinkedIn profile, which I'll drop it in the description. And yes, if you need anything else, if you want to know anything, yeah, you can simply comment it over the video, and I'll be very happy to help you guys. Thank you so much for coming here, Madhur, again, and thank you so much for to all of you who are currently watching this video. If you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel. I'll come up with such many more videos in the future. Thank you so much.